lazy husband told me to get off my ass 2 days after giving birth and cook for his parents. I was sitting in the nursery at 2 in the afternoon, still in the same pajamas from the hospital. My body was still recovering from the delivery, and even sitting up was painful. Every time I stood up, my stitches pulled and I had to grip the wall to keep from passing out. Our daughter was 48 hours old, and I hadn't slept more than 20 minutes at a time since we got home. He walked in while I was trying to get her to latch. She'd been crying for 45 minutes, and I was in so much pain from breastfeeding I could barely keep it together. He didn't ask if I was okay or if I needed anything. He just said his parents were coming over at 6, and I needed to make his mom's pot roast, the one that takes 4 hours, with the garlic mashed potatoes and the green beans she likes and homemade rolls. I looked up at him thinking he was joking. He wasn't smiling. I said I can barely walk to the bathroom without wanting to scream. Every time I stood, I felt like my whole body was tearing apart. He got this annoyed look on his face like I was being dramatic. That's when he said it. You've been sitting around for 2 days doing nothing. I need you to get off your lazy ass and act like a wife. My hands were shaking so hard I almost dropped the baby. I asked him if he was serious right now. He said his parents drove 2 hours to meet their granddaughter, and the least I could do was feed them a decent meal. I told him I physically could not stand at the stove for 4 hours. My doctor said my body was still healing from the delivery, and it would take 6 weeks before I could do anything strenuous. He actually rolled his eyes at me, said every woman goes through this, and they all managed to cook dinner, that his mom had 5 kids and never complained once. Then he walked out. I sat there holding our screaming baby, trying not to have a complete breakdown. An hour later, I heard voices downstairs. His parents had shown up 3 hours early with grocery bags. I heard his mom asking where I was, and him saying I was upstairs resting like I'd been doing all day, like I was being lazy. I was trying to change the baby's diaper when his mom knocked softly and came in. She took one look at me, and her whole face changed. She asked what was wrong. I just broke down, told her everything he said, how he called me.
Click the link in my profile to watch the exciting follow-up.